welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to generate and save Razorpay payment link in Google Sheets on Jotform submission. So here I'm going to receive the new registrations through a Jotform that I've already created, and here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, then automatically using the details, Razorpay should create a payment link, and after generating the link, automatically that should be saved as a new row in my Google Sheets. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Jotform with my Razorpay account and Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automatically generate a Razorpay payment link from a Jotform submission and save it in Google Sheets. This will help you speed up your payment process, stay organized and avoid manual work. Alright, so as you all know that I run an online service business and use Jotform to collect customer details for bookings and inquiries. So once someone fills out the form, I often need to send them a payment link quickly, but doing this manually takes a lot of time. So by automating the process, I can instantly generate a Razorpay payment link as soon as the Jotform submission happens and save that link in Google Sheets for easy tracking. This way, I don't have to create links manually. I stay organized and I can share the payment link with the customer faster, making the whole payment process smooth and efficient. Alright, so now here on my screen, you can see my workshop payment links Google Sheet that I've already created with these fields, and here you can see my Jotform that I've already created for the workshop registration. So now here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to receive a new form submission through this particular form, then automatically using the details, Razorpay should create a payment link for the same, and after creating the payment link, automatically all the details should be added over here in my Google Sheets as a new row. And as you all know that Razorpay automatically sends the payment link to the customer via email or the SMS. Alright, so now here to build this automation, I need to connect my Jotform with my Razorpay account and my Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect, you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers, and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So here you can see two options, that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given over here, and then it is asking me to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as generate and save Razorpay payment link in Google Sheets on Jotform submission. And now after giving a name to my workflow, it's asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you need to click on this Learn More hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So I'm going to select my trigger application as Jotform, as I'm receiving new registrations through Jotform, and then I'm going to select my trigger event as new response, so that whenever I'm going to receive a new response, then automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow should get triggered. Alright, so now after selecting my trigger event, you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Jotform with Pabbly Connect. So I'm following the instructions given below. Firstly, I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Jotform account. So this is the Jotform that I've already created with the name automation workshop registration form, and then I'm going to click on this edit form from here. And from here, I'm going to click on the settings, and here in the settings, I'm going to select integrations. And here in the integrations, you can see our integration has already been set up over here, that is webhooks. So here I'm going to click on this webhook integration, and then I'm going to click on this edit integration, and then I'm going to remove this previously existing webhook URL with a new webhook URL that we have received in our Pabbly's workflow. And then I'm going to click on this complete integrations. And it says integration ready, so I'm going to click on this finish, and then I'm going to click on this publish, and here I'm going to open the link in a new tab. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response we need to do a test submission, and to do a test submission we need to generate a test response in our Jotform. So for that, let me all take you back to my form, and now here I'm going to enter some dummy details and make a form submission. So here for the first name, I'm going to enter the name as dummy, last name as user, email as dummy@pabblytudes.com, and then here I'm going to select a random phone number, and here for the address I'm going to enter a random address that says 123 Street. Here for the city, I'm going to enter the city as Bhopal, state as Madhya Pradesh. Here for the postal code, I'm going to enter the postal code. Here for the preferred date for the workshop, I'm going to select a random date over here. And here after selecting the date, I'm going to select the preferred time slot as 1 p.m. And here if you wish to add the additional comments, you can do it as per your need. I'm going to leave it blank, and then I'm going to click on this register now. And it says your submission has been received. So let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have successfully received a response over here where we have received so many details. Here you can see the details such as the state, postal code, city, street address, phone number, email, full name of the customer, and some other details as well. So with this, we have successfully set up a trigger over here. So once we have received all the details for our Jotform, then I want to use these details and generate a payment link for this customer through Razorpay. So for that, I'm going to connect my Razorpay account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So I'm going to select my action application as Razorpay and my action event as create a payment link. And now here after selecting this action event, I'm going to connect my Razorpay with Pabbly Connect. So here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Razorpay account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection is asking me to enter the key ID and the key secret. So here following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my Razorpay account, and from here I'm going to click on this account and settings given over here. And here under accounts and settings, you can see the website and app settings, and here under this you can see the option of API keys. So I'm going to select that, and here you can see the existing key ID, and now here to generate a new key, I'm going to click on this regenerate test key. And now here it is asking me to enter the OTP received over here. So let me add the OTP. So here I've successfully added the OTP, and then I'm going to click on this confirm. And here it is asking me to select an option. So I'm going to select deactivate old key immediately, and then I'm going to click on this confirm and deactivate. And here you can see we have received the key ID and the key secret. So let me add both these details in our Pabbly's workflow. Alright, so here I've successfully added the ID and the secret, and then I'm going to click on this save, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to enter the amount. So it says amount must be in the smallest unit of the currency. For example, pass 1000 for rupees 10. That means here we need to pass the amount as per the paisa. So let's suppose that my course is here for the 999. So I'm going to enter the amount as 999, and now here after entering the exact amount, I'm going to enter 2 more zeros as per the instructions. Alright, so let's moving forward. Here for the currency, it says ICO code for the currency in which you want to accept the payment. So I want to accept the payment in an INR format. So I'm going to copy this code from here, and then I'm going to paste this currency code over here. Moving forward, here for the type, I'm going to select the type as link, and here for the description, I'm going to enter the description as payment link for automation workshop registration. Alright, so moving forward, and then it is asking me to enter the customer name, email, contact, and some other details. So now here instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we're going to receive a new response to a Jotform, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the name, I'm going to map the customer name over here. So I'm going to search for the customer name over here. So this is the first name, and then I'm going to enter a space, and then I'm going to search for the last name. Alright, so this is the last name. Moving forward, here for the email address, I'm going to search for the email address. So this is the email address. Moving forward, here for the contact, I'm going to search for the contact number. So this is the phone number. Moving forward, and then it is asking me view list. So it says used when the payment link's description is lengthy and you want to make the text collapsible. The text can be expanded by customer using the show more link. So I'm going to select expanded over here, and here this receipt is not a required field, so I'm going to leave it blank. Here for the reminder, I'm going to select true, and then it is asking me to enter the expired date. So it says timestamp in Unix when the payment link will expire. No timestamp must be at least 30 minutes in future. Alright, so here I need to add an expiry time for the payment link. So here you can see that I need to enter the expiry time in a timestamp, and here I want that my expiry time for the payment link should be the 24 hours before the preferred date selected by the customer. So now here to get that particular time, what we are going to do is that we are going to add another action step over here, and here I'm going to use the feature of Pabbly, that is date time formatter by Pabbly, and here I'm going to select my action event as add a subtracted time, and now here to selecting the action event, I'm going to click on this connect, and then it is asking me to enter the date. So I need to enter the date from which I want to subtract the 24 hours. So I'm going to enter the date preferred by the customer. So now again here, instead of entering the date manually, here I'm going to map the date. So here to map date, we are going to search for the date over here, and here you can see I have received the date separately. That means I have received the day, month and the year separately. So we are going to make the format over here. So firstly I'm going to map the year, and then I'm going to enter a dash, and then I'm going to enter the month, and then I'm going to enter a dash, and then I'm going to enter the day. Alright, so let's move forward. Here for the expressions, I'm going to enter the expression as minus 24 hours because I want to minus the 24 hours from this particular date. And then here's asking me to select the to format. And here it is asking me to select the to format. So here I'm going to select the to format as the timestamp because I want to receive the date in this timestamp format. And here for the from format, I'm going to select the format in which I've entered the date over here. So I'm going to select that simple format over here. And here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the result as a timestamp date over here. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after getting the timestamp date, we are going to map the date over here for this expiry. So this is the date in a timestamp format. Moving forward, it says SMS notify. So I'm going to select Razorpay sends the SMS, and email also Razorpay sends the email. And here for the partial payment, I'm going to select customer cannot make the partial payments. And here this callback URL is not a required field, so I'm going to leave it blank. And here for the callback method, I'm going to select get, and then I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received all the details of the customer ID and invoice ID as well. And also here you can see the short URL, that means the payment link generated by Razorpay. So let's open it in a new tab. And here you can see the payment link generated by Razorpay. Alright, so with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after generating the payment link, what we are going to do is that we are going to add all these details in our Google Sheets as a new row. So I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets, and here I'm going to select my action event as add a new row. And now here I'm going to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name workshop payment links. So I'm going to select that particular spreadsheet over here, and now after selecting the spreadsheet, I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1 over here, and then it is asking me to enter the customer name, email, phone number and the payment link. So basically these are the fields added over here in my Google Sheets. So now again, instead of entering the details manually, and I'm going to map all these details. So now here for the customer name, I'm going to map the customer name. So I'm going to search for the customer name over here, and then here I'm going to search for the last name. And here for the email, I'm going to search for the email. Here for the phone number, I'm going to search for the phone number. And lastly, here I'm going to map the payment link generated by Razorpay. So here I'm going to search for the short URL. So this is the URL, and now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here, and here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added all the details over here in our Google Sheets. So let's go and check it, and here you can see we have successfully received a new detail over here where we have received the name, email, phone number and the payment link. So with this we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected trigger as Jotform and our action as date time formatted by Pabbly, Razorpay and Google Sheets, so that whenever new form submission is received through a Jotform, then automatically using date time formatted by Pabbly, it is going to calculate the expiry time in a timestamp format, and after extracting the time in a timestamp format, we are going to add all these details in our Razorpay to create a payment link, and after creating the payment link, automatically all the details should be added over here in our Google Sheets as a new row. Alright, so these were the steps to how to generate and save the Razorpay payment link in Google Sheets on Jotform. And here let me also tell you that automatically Jotform sends the particular payment link generated to our customers via email and SMS. So here let me show you the email received on our customer's email address. Alright, so this is the customer's email address, and here you can see the mail that our customer has received with the subject as requesting payment of INR this rupees, and here you can see the entire payment link over here. So with this we have successfully set up entire automation, and now here if you wish to use this particular workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. That's all for this video. I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now, if you like the video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.